Hey everyone, welcome to another TWM12 video on War Thunder. First, I'd like to say, opened up a public Discord, links down in the description. I've also opened up a merchandise store, link is in the description as well. So, I've done a first impressions video of the Phantom, and I was impressed by it at the start, but there's a few things I'd like to talk about in this review video offer. So, is it any different from the other Phantoms? Well, to me, it seems like it's got a lot. Its afterburner seems to be stronger in the British Phantom, the FGR2, I believe. So the afterburner seems to be slightly stronger, as I can get a solid 30-degree climb very easily. I've even done a 45-degree climb in this here off the start, which is pretty cool actually. You do lose speed, however, so a 45-degree climb really isn't recommended at the start when you're just taking off. Another thing I would like to say is, usually there's a chance you might rip your wheels on takeoff, as you hit 400 kilometers an hour very quickly on takeoff and you're not always in the air at that point for some weird reason. So you get please retractor gear really early on this vehicle, so you need to be very careful with that there. So I thought I'd just get them a couple of wee points out of the way first before I got into this here. Right, so the first thing I want to speak to anyone about in this here is the repair cost. If you play this Phantom, you're going to kill your wallet in every aspect. Even if you win, you need to get at least 2 kills to come out positive on Silver Lions. The Phantom costs an astonishing 31,000 Silver Lions to repair, and that's excluding ammunition charges. So you're looking at about 34,000 a game, potentially, in this here. I don't understand why it's 2 to 3 times more expensive than other Phantoms. I don't know if it's because it's a new unit and they just need to try and fix things up, but it is fucking horrible in every aspect. So that's one thing I'd like to say. So its cruise pretty standard for Phantom 2, same as max speed, 2,268 kilometers an hour, 135 kilometers at height of 10,600. It's all pretty standard with a max altitude and turn time of 26.6 seconds and the rate of climb of 210 meters a second. So it's all pretty standard that way when it comes to how a Phantom operates with a payload. In regards to your payload options, you don't get many variations on the British Phantom. However, you do get a nice multi-purpose system of 4 1,000-pound bombs and 4 air-to-air missiles with your M61 Falcon. You also get pure air-to-air with only 4 missiles, but come on, you always need to have the cannon pod. I like having the cannon pod personally. Though for pure ground targets, you've got obviously your standard option of 8 1,000-pound bombs or 108 SNEP rockets with 300mm penetration. However, I have not had much luck with the SNEPs. To me, every time I've hit Tunguska's with 4 or 5 of them and it hasn't hull broke them. I've hit many things with multiple SNEPs and I have yet to hull break a vehicle with it. However, I usually do use it just because of sheer fact you're going to hit something and it hits better than a miss. So I usually do use them because of that there. And I'm not very accurate with bombs for some weird fucking reason. I usually always miss. But I don't know if it's because of the speed I'm going at or if I've yet to learn the proper way to drop on a Phantom, but I'm not the most accurate when it comes to dropping payloads with the Phantom. So the missiles this Phantom gets for air there is the AIM-9D Sidewinders. So 16G overload missiles with a launch range of 18 kilometers and a weapon launch range in their aspect of 5.1. They're standard AM9s. There's no point in me going into all the details about it. They're not the best in the game, but they work, at least. Another thing in regards to the missile system in the Phantom, I've noticed at times as well, it takes a stupidly long time to lock a target in this Phantom for some reason. Like I've seen me on the tail of a MiG at 5 kilometers, then at 3 kilometers for 20 odd seconds without a single lock. That's even with me radar locking it. Don't understand why, but it seems it might be possibly a bug in the system. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I'm not too sure on that there, but overall it's not a bad plane. the issue with the Phantom is the repair cost. It's astronomical. It really is. Like 31,000 makes this game. It just makes it a hole in your wallet. So it's saying that there of the actual Phantom making a hole in your wallet. It's not good for grinding silver lions. Even with my premium account, I struggle. Sorry, my throat's a bit in the parched side at the minute. But it's sad to say that while the Phantom is a nice addition, it's got a beautiful skin, overall it's a nice addition. But I feel like it's going to suffer because of the repair cost. It's going to make it unplayable because you just lose so many silver lions. It really does hinder it in some aspects. It's not like it's overpowered, the flares are 50-50, it's got nice payloads, but it's not the most powerful jet in the game, and it doesn't warrant that repair cost. Like the MiG-21 to me the MiG-21, the 10.3 Russian one, is fucking broken. The shit I've seen that pull off in game, it should just simply rip its wings apart. There's no way it could pull that off in reality, but as a game I suppose anyways. But I think that the Phantom in no way warrants the 31,000 repair cost. It really does. I don't see how they can justify it because it's not an overpowered plane. It's a Phantom. It's a typical Phantom. So I don't understand how it warrants 31,000, aka 2 to 3 times the normal repair cost of a Phantom. I genuinely don't understand it. Like by the time you strip all the modules out of this Phantom, it's 24,000 still. So I genuinely can't see why it's justified. If someone else can explain it in chat, well, in the comments, please put in the comments. But I can't find a reason why it's justifiable. But back on topic here. Personal opinions on the Phantom. It's a fun jet to play. I enjoy it, especially in air realistic. I enjoy it as a cast plane. But my only grievance using it as cast is, well, my luck with the SNEB rockets, as I've said, is very poor. I don't get many hits with them. I've hit vehicles with 5 rockets before, especially hull breakable ones without a hull break, and I'm scratching my head like, the fuck? Though I did get a really lucky one on a stream where I actually shot down a missile with a rocket, so that was a bit of a funny one. However, I do think that they really need to look into this vehicle again. I really do. I think they need to definitely rework its repair costs. I know they need to rework its armaments and pylons. There's been a few people who have brought that to me. I can't remember exactly what the differences were, but they needed to work what armaments it could carry. I believe it could carry a lot more than it does in game. So if that's true, it would be great if they could pass on the notes and the documents to me. I'll pass it on to Gaijin. Even if they want to do it themselves in the forums, it would be brilliant. Because I would love to see this plane get better and better. Because while it's got a gorgeous skin, I do feel like it needs to be... I think it needs to be looked at, especially the repair cost. Its performance is fine. I've got no issue with its performance. To me, it's simply the repair cost that needs looked at. And I think many people would agree who have it. And I know many people won't be grinding it because of the repair cost. But I do think it's the main issue with this jet is the repair cost. So my overall opinion and review of this vehicle is it's definitely worthwhile for collection purposes. It's got a beautiful skin, but in regards to its actual feasibility in game, it's a standard Phantom with a stupidly high repair cost. So unless you know you're going to get 3 or 4 kills in this here, I wouldn't fly it. I wouldn't risk that heavy repair cost. I really wouldn't. It's one of them, unless you can guarantee yourself you'll get 2 kills and 2 jet kills and a win, I wouldn't fly it. Or if you can get at least 4 or 5 tank kills in it, I wouldn't fly this. Just for the fact of the amount it costs to repair it. You could be starting off with a great game with 3 or 4 kills, maybe more kills before you die, and decide to take this out, and then you'll lose all your money because of the cost of this jet. So in conclusion, it's great for collection, beautiful skin, performs like a typical Phantom with a slightly stronger afterburner in my opinion, has a great rate of climb, Is a typical Phantom in regards to its energy retention and everything else, really. An okay option for payloads, and the biggest drawback, as I've said many times, is the repair cost. Anyways, before I end this here, I'd like to say again, I've opened up a merchandise store, link is down in the description. The Ho229 die sticker has to be my favourite, and I've also opened up a public Discord, links in the description below. Everyone is more welcome to join it. Anyways, thanks again for watching, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the review of the Phantom FG.MK1.